Now, religious leaders in Nigeria are calling on world leaders to act on the obvious inequities in global COVID-19 vaccine distribution. The call was made during the Vaccinate Our World engagement meeting with religious leaders organized by 8 Healthcare Foundation Nigeria in collaboration with Inequity. Correspondent Lois Abasambo was there and now tells us more.
With the COVID-19 pandemic still ravaging and forcing some countries to lock down some cities, Nigerians are being called upon to take their complete COVID-19 doses in order to achieve herd immunity and avoid another outbreak. The AIDS Healthcare Foundation Nigeria, in collaboration with Inequity, brought together religious leaders from different faiths to discuss the way forward in addressing vaccine hesitancy amongst their congregation. As voices of authority in the society, they say they will continue to preach against vaccine hesitancy amongst their followers.
We need to preach it on our pulpit and our mosque, especially the implications. Just as our sister says, if you are vaccinated and others are not, we are not saved.
We have to give a kind of convincing attention to negative emotions that people already have, especially as relates to health-related fears and anxiety.
According to the World Health Organization, out of the 11.53 billion doses of COVID-19 vaccines administered globally, only about 15.2% of people in low-income countries have received at least one dose of the vaccine. This sad reality led the religious leaders to lend their voices, asking world leaders for equity in the COVID-19 vaccine distribution globally.
We are asking the global leaders to waive or suspend all COVID-19 vaccine patents during the global public health emergency, because this will help Africans in particular with our suspicious mind. If vaccine is being produced in our own continent, I believe that the uptake of the vaccine is likely to be 100%.
We must, as a matter of urgency, enforce mandates to ensure that this transparency and accountability for all countries and organizations is met in the area of global public health.
Director of Advocacy, Policy and Marketing of the AIDS Healthcare Foundation Africa Bureau, Ms. Oluwakemi Gbadamosi, highlighted the importance of the meeting with the religious leaders.
The VOW campaign that AHF is pushing for and working with other organizations, now we're engaging religious leaders to be part of this movement. Asking for patent waiver is one of the strong asks of the VOW campaign as a response to addressing the gross inequality or inequities that exist. AHF is asking for $100 billion from G20 countries particularly to be able to invest into the procurement of vaccines, that way it gets to a lot more people.
The Vaccinate Our World campaign is an initiative of the AIDS Healthcare Foundation, which seeks to ensure that leaders of wealthy countries do more to make sure global vaccine equity is achieved. They say if one country has COVID-19 and no access to vaccines, then no country is safe. Lois Abasambo, ASO Television News.